Master Yoda. Should I do a video review of the new Acolyte figures?
Always in motion. He's the future.
Okay, but should I do a video reviewing the new Acolyte figures?
Keep your mind on where you are. On what you are doing.
Yeah, but Yoda, should I do a review of the new Acolyte figures?
A little more knowledge might light our way.
Lord Vader, should I do a review of the new Acolyte figures?
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Alright, I'll get started on this. Hello there. So I recently got these in. I've actually had them for a while and been kind of busy, so I haven't really done a proper review on them. And I mean, let's face it. I mean, I didn't hate the Acolyte, but I didn't love the Acolyte. It's kind of like an in-between thing there. So I'm not really going to get into the characters themselves overall. I'm not going to really talk about. Let's just look at the figures. And I will say, you know, Hasbro did a really good job on these figures. Amazon didn't do such a great job in delivering them because the bubbles on Mae and Osha are crushed pretty good. But you know what? It's Amazon. Don't expect to get collector grade figures from Amazon and you will never be disappointed. So, I mean, I open them anyway, so I'm not worried about it. But let's take a look at the cards real quick. I mean, so we'll start with Osha. She's the first one. She's VC 327. Like I said, yeah, look, there's some pretty good crush on that bubble there. It's not horrible. I don't like I said, I open my figures anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. But card back's pretty nice. I kind of like the green on there for the name tag. You can see all the accessories she comes with. She does come with quite a few accessories, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So we'll take a look a little closer at the figure in a minute. And okay, here's the back again. It's at VC 327. And again, former Padawan there. And now we have VC 328 with Mae. And again, okay, so in this one, the one was slightly different. They had kind of like that seafoam, or kind of like a aquamarine there, blue on the name pill. Kind of a nice shot from her. I think that's probably from the first episode when she went after Master Indara, killed her. So then in the figure again, slightly less on the accessories, but again, not a problem. And that's in the back as well, you can see. And I will say though, my favorite of this wave, because I did like the character, is Jedi Master Sol. He's VC 329. I think it's kind of a dark blue there for the name pill in the background, or name tag in the background. This one is actually in much better shape card wise, so I'm kind of happy. But he is he's probably the least amount of accessories. He just has his lightsaber. Not a big deal. I mean, that's what I expect from a Jedi figure. And the back there. And I guess at VC 329. And so let's start with Osha Arasalia. And again, like I said, here's her. She's got all the accessories on, so I mean, like the likeness is, let's say the likeness is quite good, and the outfit's pretty good for what she was wearing early on. The backpack's really nice, and it goes on pretty easy. And she has like this stun pistol, and then this little sling for it to go into. I think it's a nice. It works very well. Big guns, it's got some detail, but no paint apps on it. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's, you think about like the vintage figures did not have any kind of paint apps on there. The accessories really might be a few exceptions I'm not thinking of right offhand. But again, and also what I really like is it does come with her little pip droid here, and he's pretty well detailed. Let me put her down for a second. On focus. So there you go. And his back's not quite as detailed, but that's fine. I generally just have him in his little pouch here, and that works very well. And again, typical articulation, rocker ankles, ball hinged knee, got the ball hinged, got the barbell hips, swivel at the thigh. You've got ball hinged elbows and shoulders, and a swivel wrist. Don't think they bend. If they do, I can't get up to. And there's just the typical head, and that's it. I mean, like I said, good detail on the figure. I mean, very good likeness. So overall, I mean, great job Hasbro on that one. And then the next one we'll take is Mae. I will say one thing: getting this figure to stand is such a pain. It's horrible. Like I said, I put the little mask on her. It just pops out like this, so you can see her. It's not connected at the back, so you can just pop it on. You don't have to pop the head off. But the hair up's nice. The face is quite good. She's got her 2 daggers, which are nice. I just had to put this. I'll pop this back on there. Her little face mask. And the soft goods cape is really nice. Again, nice detail here. Definitely some printing on there. Same articulation as the Osha figure. That's pretty much the standard now for these figures, and I'm cool with it. I go back and forth, and maybe to save cost, and not every figure has to be super articulated, but with what she does in the show, it's probably a good idea. And again, like I said, just watch. She'll probably fall down about 15 times while I'm making this video. It's just, I mean, it is such a balancing act. And you know how it is with, their stands just don't work with these figures. I mean, if you look, there's peg holes in the ankles, but they are so shallow. There's no, I think his Boss Bounty found it was like a guy who 3D prints them, and you can just slide the foot into the stand. I think those are nice. So hopefully they'll make some more of those. I'm going to spend 20 minutes here just trying to get her to stand. Yeah, okay, don't breathe too hard. And the last one is Master Sol. And like I said, this is my favorite figure of the 3, just because I really enjoyed the character. The stuff that the actor had done, learning English to play the role. I was a huge fan of he's a huge fan of Qui-Gon Jinn, and I think that really showed in his portrayal. I think of him like in the Phantom Menace, especially if you read the novel, they read that Qui-Gon Jinn is getting older, and it's not really. They do play a lot in the novel about his age, and they did a bit of that in the movie as well, just not to the degree of that. So I look at Master Sol as he is Qui-Gon Jinn in his prime. He is a very capable. Obviously, if you watch that final duel, he just did fantastic. I do admit that I did like the duels. They were very well choreographed. It was a lot of fun to watch those. But so I mean, he's typical Jedi. Look at his likeness is quite good. I like the look of the, you know, the robes are good. Very good, you know. Like I said, he's got the same kind of articulation, except he does have swivel wrists, and it works very well. I have been able to get his lightsaber in many different poses. I will probably have him holding it like two-handed at some point. I'm not going to try to do that. It's hard to do in these videos. The cloak fits very well. I mean, they've kind of gotten Jedi cloaks down pretty good, although the hood is sewn down, so you can't put the hood over his head. But mine are not a big deal. So again, same kind of articulation we were just talking about. So he's very well articulated, and you know, for a Jedi, you definitely want that because it's definitely good poses. He has his unlit lightsaber hilt here. That's, you know, so it's got there's a little hole for it to fit like it, so it's fitting on his belt. And so yeah, that's him. And that's a, you know, like I said, I'll take a quick look at his lightsaber here. All right, so I haven't really done that. The hilt's pretty nice. You know, they were pretty basic hilts there. Focus, come on. So, you know, they look nice, and it's, you know, obviously a blue blade, and it's very, you know, very well done. And he does hold it well, and he does hold it well two-handed. I'm not going to try to show that here right now. But yeah, he does a good job. Like I said, you know, you can gripe about the show. I mean, I think, you know, we all have said our piece about the show itself, and you know, like I said, it's not something, I didn't hate it, but didn't love it. You know, it had some good moments. You know, I think it needed, you know, better writers. You know, it was, you know, maybe not get people that don't know anything about Star Wars to write your Star Wars show. That would probably be step number one. But overall, like I said, you know, say what you want about the show, but these figures are definitely very well done. So, you know, there's great detail on them, great articulation. Other than, like I said, is getting Osha to stand is really tough. But yeah, that should about do it for this video. It's pretty quick. Thanks much for watching. If you are one of my subscribers, thank you so much. You know, I greatly appreciate all of you. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. Leave a comment below. What do you guys think? Do you like the figures? I mean, I would prefer you don't gripe about the show. I think we've done that enough. It's just really, this video is about the figures themselves. So yeah, I did kind of debate on whether or not to do this video, as you saw from the opening, and got some mixed results in my guidance as well. So, but anyway, leave a comment below. What do you think about the figures? That'd be awesome. I'd like to hear from you. I always do like to hear from you guys, and I always try to reply. But that should do it for now. And until next time, may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you.